So this video is sponsored by Moomoo. If you guys want up to 20 stocks with at least a $100 deposit and your uninvested cash to earn up to 8.1%, use that link down below or simply go to stocksurfast.com/Moomoo. Get your stocks. That also helps out the channel. I appreciate you guys as always. And with that being said, let's dive into the video. So the stock market today had a very good day, guys. Very good day for the stock market as all the indexes went up. The Russell, the small caps leading the way, which we'll take a look at that in a second, which by the way, it went up 1.3%. And we had the NASDAQ up 0.5%, not nearly as good as the Russell, but still pretty good. And the S&P went up 0.3% and the Dow up not much, but still it had a green day, 0.1%. And the VIX was up, I think, 5-6% earlier in the day, and it went up 2.5% overall on the day. Not bad. The VIX is now at a very healthy spot at 16 points. So nice green day across the board for the stock market, and a lot of stocks ended up going in the green today, which we'll cover a couple in this video. So let me show you SPY, which is the S&P 500 ETF. So you guys know last week we were covering, and just a couple of videos ago, we were covering this massive resistance point on SPY at about, let's see here, 400 or 500, excuse me, $56 per share. If I draw this out, you guys can see we struggled there. Looks like here about a couple days ago, about a week ago, also in the beginning of this month, end of July, and we struggled at 555, looks like here in the middle end of July. So SPY is breaking out of that point now as of, it looks like Monday, and as of yesterday and today, we consolidated above that 556 spot as support, right? You guys see that? We held it as support today. We retested it multiple times yesterday as well. So we broke out Monday, boom, consolidated here. Now we're starting to pop. So now we're starting to bounce off of that resistance, which again is now support, which is very good sign that there, a very good sign that there could be more upside. Keyword is could. Do your own research, guys, but there could be more upside in the short term here in the stock market with all-time highs. It's crazy, I know, but all-time highs are about $5 away on SPY. In other words, we're stone's throw away, baby. We're right there. All-time highs are back. Let's freaking go, guys. Just for that, the video deserves a like. Smash that like button. Make sure to subscribe. I appreciate you all as always. And look, triple Q. Let's pull it up. The NASDAQ 100 ETF is also breaking out now. Let me show you what's going on this guy right here. We could pull it up and see clear resistance at 475, 477, which clearly we're now breaking through. Starting on Monday and yesterday and today, we consolidated. And again, we had a 0.5% green day today, which goes to show we're popping off of that old resistance, which again, is now support. So this looks great, man. This looks great on the NASDAQ, on the S&P. It really looks like we're starting to reverse big time here, which is good. And I'm sure you guys have seen the charts. We covered it on these videos, right? We've been talking about this. And yeah, we're officially up around, let's see, 14% off the lows on the NASDAQ, right? S&P on SPY, let's pull it up and see here, guys. We're up around about 10%, 10-11% off the lows. And on the Russell, can't forget about the Russell, off the lows now. We are up, let me see here, guys, about 8.5 to 9%. Not bad. And look at this. Very good sign on the charts here for the Russell over the last couple of days. We've broken back over 2130, which that was resistance. It looks like here all of March, heading into April, in the middle of May. Then we broke out of it in the middle of July, about a month and a half ago. We ripped all the way to 2300, which is nuts. Then we saw the big pullback, and now obviously we're starting to pop back up, breaking out here, which is really good. And this leads me to want to watch some small cap ETFs, right? What's that one called? IWM, I believe, right? Is that the small cap ETF? Yeah, iShares Russell 2000 ETF. This looks pretty good on the charts. We're actually breaking out as well. Considering the Russell is breaking out. So this looks like it's at the top of my watch list. Well, it is, and it doesn't just look like it. It is, over the next couple of days because of this breakout, man. I'm loving this pop over 215 on IWM, and I could see 225, 220 in the near term, maybe 230, in the crosshairs coming soon. I think that's coming, guys, on IWM. And IJR is another small cap ETF that I watch from time to time. This is the S&P small cap ETF. We can see here this one's also breaking out of a key resistance at about $110, $12 per share. Now we're at 114 with clear resistance coming up at 120. So yeah, I mean, there could be more upside to $120. That could be a nice trade in my opinion. So IJR and IWM, they're at the top of my watch list right now for sure, no doubt about it. And some other stocks that moved today on my watch list: Crowdstrike, 2.5% green day on Crowdstrike, which is crazy, the rebound the stock has seen off the lows. It's still under where it was holding support actually all throughout the year, which we held about 275 all the way up until the middle of July. We're still under that point, which actually now we're testing it. We're at 273. We went up 2.5% on the day, and I'm thinking if we take out 275, guys, even more upside could be coming. But Crowdstrike is set to report earnings the same day as NVIDIA, so that day is going to be nuts. And I don't know, man. I don't have as high hopes for Crowdstrike's earnings. Well, I guess technically the I guess we'll see the numbers from the IT outage reflecting over the next couple of quarters more. But still, man, I don't know. That conference call, I'm going to be biting my nails on that conference call. Anything that could be said in that negatively will drive down the stock most likely. Investors, traders, people want answers in terms of how long this will affect the company, right? How many customers are going to cancel potentially? How are their revenues, profits going to, be impacted, right? This is all going to come out in the earnings call. At least I hope so. Probably not, now that I'm thinking about it. But, that's what a lot of people are watching. Not necessarily the quarter they're about to report for, but how's the guidance looking? How's the IT outage aftermath looking with the company? And considering the fact that we've literally hit all the targets, the short-term targets I had for the stock, which you guys see outlined here, we had 235, 240, we hit that, boom, and we filled the gap to 275. The fact that we've hit all these short-term targets, we're up $80 off the lows, or about 40% heading into earnings. I don't know. Not to say we're priced to perfection, but guys, we've run up a lot, man, in the short term. I don't know. Like I said, it's going to be a nail biter. I hope the company, the stock, crushes it and goes 300 plus post earnings, but I wouldn't bet the farm on it, honestly. And this is coming from somebody that likes CrowdStrike. I bought into the weakness at about 230. I'm holding shares, and I'm not necessarily banking on it going higher simply because of, again, guidance, what the management team's going to say about the aftermath and so forth. So we'll see. We'll see how that, happens, guys, or how that comes about, how it turns out. Let me know your thoughts about that in the comments. But yeah, CrowdStrike looks good. And honestly, man, to play devil's advocate, if it does break through 280, which never say never, I'm not banking on it, like I said, but if it does, there could be a further breakout coming. But I don't know. I think we're up a lot in the short term. I'm a little bit skeptical that it'll go even higher, but there's always a chance, right? So let me see what other stocks did well today, guys. Let's see here. Tesla is at 223 as of this video. We had another 1% green day, continuing the breakout over 205, 210. That's great. And it looks like here we do have an inverse head and shoulders potentially in the making. Let me show you guys this right here. Left shoulder, head. You guys see that? Boom. Right shoulder. So let's see if Tesla could continue the gains that it's been seeing over the last couple of days. I like the recovery we've seen off that $180 low. Let's see if that could continue. And maybe one more here, guys. AMD, Advanced Micro Devices. Let's pull it up. AMD closed at 157 bucks today at a very pivotal spot here on the chart, up around 1% on the day, so pretty good. And now we're approaching a key resistance, right, at about 158, 160 bucks. That held as support for months, right? We broke under it. Now it's resistance, yada, yada, yada. You guys know how that goes. And we're testing it again. I'm thinking if AMD breaks 160 in the short term, we're going to fly. That's my opinion. I could be wrong, but we'll see. I'm in the stock. I'm long. I've owned it for a couple of months now, and I'm going to be excited if it starts popping here, which I think it should. Honestly, I don't think the stock should be anywhere near where it's at. I think it's a $200+ stock. That's just me. I don't know. But yeah, I think if we break 160, boom, 180, 185, no problem. Then from there, we'll see how it goes. So guys, what do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to sign up to my mailing list. I send my top 3 stocks every single Monday for free right to your email. And if you have not, for some reason, gotten up to 20 stocks yet for Moomoo, what the heck are you waiting for, man? Use that link down below or go to stocksurfest.com/Moomoo and your uninvested cash will earn up to 8.1% APY, which that's a no-brainer, guys. So use that link down below, or again, go to stocksurfest.com/Moomoo, and I'll catch you in the next video.